Hello! Welcome to I Heart Board Games, where today we are playing Order of the Gilded Compass. That's from Gray Fox Games. Designers, well, there's two of them, and they're listed on that box back there. Can you read that?
Here we go. Allers and Bernard Einstein.
Yeah, Burned.
Burned.
B-E-R-N-D. How would you say that? Burned? Unless it says Bernard on there.
No, it doesn't say Bernard.
Okay, Burned. Well, there he is, Burned. But yeah, so Gray Fox Games sent us this. Thank you, Gray Fox. And this is a game that's actually a re-implementation of an older game of a very Latin origin that I cannot pronounce. But I played it the other day, and I hadn't played this yet. So I played the original version and said, this game reminds me of a game I read about called Order of the Gilded Compass. I wonder if it's the same. And then I open up this box and see, oh, it's the same designers. And it's the same game. All the way down to, everything about the game is the same except they added a few little things. They changed the art up. But this is dice allocation. We're rolling the dice, deciding where they go. But thematically speaking, we are archaeologists. And we are going to the university, getting help from the various excavators and specialists there. We're going to the archives, doing some research, going to the library, further research, Treasure Hunters Guild, and even contacting the Illuminati for help. So we're going to be doing all this using these dice. We're going to do this over a number of rounds, depending on your player count. But today we are playing with 3. This game plays from 3 to 5. And Joe and I have played this before. John has not, but we're going to go through a full teach and show you how to play this game. So we did have to rush to the table today, but everything looks like it's set up all right. Zoom in's probably not set up yet, but that's okay. It's not too bad. It'll probably be moving around depending on what we're doing. Hey, Ramp! Thank you for the 5 months in a row. We heart ya. And that's weird that it didn't play music on our end,
Nope.
But I hope it played on your end, and it played it twice for some reason. So you know it's working as intended. But yeah, let me know if you didn't hear any music on that one, because I'd be curious to know. So, let's go over these modules. No music was heard. Well, that is strange. Yeah, working as intended. Well, we're all singing it here. No, we didn't hear music either. We're going to go over the modules of how this works. So, in a turn here, we're going to roll all of the dice we have in front of us. Just like so. And you're going to choose a number of them to interact with one of these modules. You can only interact with the module once per roll, which is fine. You could interact with it on your next roll if you wanted to, but just once per roll. So let's start with the university and the library, because these are included in every game of Order of the Gilded Compass. The university, because we're playing with 3 players, has 5 spots. It actually extends or gets smaller depending on your players. At the university, you can place any die you want to. That's what that means. Or you can place a 1 and a 4 together, or a 2 and a 3 together. But most people usually interact with this by putting whatever die they want. The way the university works is from the left to the right. You're trying to hold spots here to recruit certain specialists, which is going to be 5 because there are 5 spots. We're going to put these out now, and they'll be the ones we use in the game. But they're going to refresh every round. So even though they're lined up here, this one does not associate with this, or that one does not associate with that. Just keep that in mind for later. Like if in my die here, I don't have to take this one. So the way this works is if you place a 1 here, it goes in the leftmost spot. The lowest die goes in the leftmost spot. If another 1 were to be placed here, it would push the older one in the back, meaning, first come, first out. It's kind of how that works. If a 2 were to arrive there, it would go in the spot after it. But let's say this was a 4 and a 3 showed up. Well, it would push the 4 over and the 3 would go there. And just imagine these are all different color die. It doesn't matter what the color is. All that matters is after everyone has rolled all the dice and put them out, No one has any die left. Whoever's left here will get to choose which specialist they want left to right. So if this were me, I would get the first 4 choices, but if Joe were here in the middle, I'd get to choose 2, then Joe would choose, and then I would get to choose the last 2.
What's the benefit of doing the pairs?
It's really specific.
So.
No.
Well, no. Let's. Oh,
Oh.
wow.
That wouldn't happen. That couldn't happen. Okay, that could happen, yes.
You would get the first one in this case.
I would get the first choice because I'm here.
Yeah.
Now, Joe asked a question about this, the 1 and the 4. This would be a good time to use it for, let's say you were out there. So if you wanted to put down the 1 and the 4, oh, actually that would be bad for you. Well, let's say you want to do the 2 and the 3.
Go?
They would both go in.
Okay.
So this one would push this out, and then that 3 is the older 3, so you would automatically push that one out as well.
Okay, so you can put 2 at a time.
Yeah, that's the only way you can put 2 at a time. There is either the 1 and the 4, or the 2 and the 3. Otherwise, you're only putting a single die, but you can put whatever you want. Let's say this thing's loaded up with 1s. Could you ever put a 6 here? Nope, because it's not lower than the 1s. Whenever you get kicked out, just like he kicked me out, I would go to the library. This is the same for all the modules we'll be reading about. If you're ever kicked out of any of those modules for whatever reason or cannot get any of the prizes that's shown, you're going to end up at the library. What this means is after everybody picks up their dice from the library, you're going to get this number of reroll tokens, which are here, which we all start off with 1. At the end of the game, these are worth half a point. Interesting enough, the original printing of this game, they were all worth 1 point, but not this one. So I guess they saw something in there. They're like, whoa, that's too powerful. I didn't think it was that powerful, but whatever. Here we are. Half point.
Well, rolling dice is fun.
That's true. But most people kept them because they were like, it's a point apiece, I guess. Next up, we have the archives. This is also available in every game of this. The archives, you shuffle these, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are going to display 4 locations. These locations all have a value on them. And yeah, okay, close enough. They all have a value and a color. They're one of 6 different colors, and you'll notice they match some of these. In fact, they even have symbols here to help you match these. So you can see this person matches this symbol. Not necessarily in color very well, but the symbols are the same. It's really hard to see in the far cam, but I think you can see it, right? And so the way you get dice on the archives is by playing like dice. Now this can even be a single die if you wanted to. You could put a single 6 on there if you want, or you could put a single 2 on there if you want. But ideally you would like to put maybe 3 2s on there. Because the person who gets first choice of these locations is the person who has the most dice on there, and the tiebreaker is the highest pips on the die themselves. So obviously 3 6s would be my 3 2s. But you can always add to it later. So if I was getting beat by someone who had 3 6s and I rolled a 2, I could slap that on there and hopefully beat them later. You can never put something there that is already on the board. So let's say I had 2 2s there. Joe had 1 2. He could not add another 2 there because then it would tie something or match something that's already on the board. However, if he had rolled 2 2s, he could throw that on there. And then that would put me in a trouble spot because then I'd have to roll at least 2 2s to make mine bigger. However, maybe I don't want to do that anymore. Maybe I'm happy keeping that and roll another pair or something like that, and I want to put 2 4s down because you can go there multiple times and be eligible for 2 locations. Okay, so that's how you get the locations, but what do the locations do? You can see they have a number at the top and on the bottom. The bottom number is what they're worth on their own without any help. But the top number is what they're worth if a specialist is working there. So let's take this Temple of Power, for example. It's a 3 2. By itself, it's worth 2 points. But if I assign a specialist there by putting them underneath, suddenly it's worth 3, and plus the specialist itself would be worth 3. Because the specialist without a location is worthless. So you don't want to get too many specialists in your possession because they're worthless. Getting too many locations is not a bad thing. They still have a little bit of value. A location can only ever have 2 specialists, and they must be different. All of these that happen to come out are all cartographers. They all have a little map-making device here. There's another one in here that has shovels. I'm just going to pull one out. There's one. So he has a shovel thing. So these 2 together would be a great pair because they could both work at a location. There's no benefit. There's no benefit to having. Well, I shouldn't say there's no benefit. It is not required to have 2 specialists on a location. Having one is enough to make it worth the max points and give them a value. So let's say you ended up getting too many Temple of Pompeii's. Say you got 3 locations that are red. Well, you only need 3 specialists that are red too. You could spread them out. But in case you had 4 specialists in 3 locations, you can at least double up on one of them. At the end of the game, you can rearrange it however you want to make it be the most points for you. Any questions about that? There are 2 locations in here that are wild as well. I'll point them out. They're called abandoned dig sites. Again, with the archives, let's say I had this there and this there on the archives. Well, this one would get kicked out and eventually get put on the library because only the first 4 things on there are eligible. Moving on to the Treasure Hunters Guild. The Treasure Hunters Guild and the Illuminati next to it are 2 that are new to even me, but they're all pretty simple to understand once we get to it. So you can see at the bottom, it's looking for runs, 1, 2, 3, and so on. It matches the same rules for the archives. You can't put down something that somebody already has. So if I put down 1, 2, 3, nobody else can put down 1, 2, 3. You don't have to start at 1 either. You can put 2, 3, you can put 4, 5, 6, or whatever like that to make the run.
No minimum length. Well, of 1, obviously.
What's that?
You can put down 1 die. You never run 1.
You can put down a 1, yeah. And then later put a 2. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend a 1 because the only thing connects with the 2. Putting a 6 isn't a bad, or putting a 5 isn't a bad idea because you could make it a 4 or a 6. Anyway, what's going to happen there? Whoever has the majority there.
So, ramp.
Yes, exactly. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm sorry.
It's the other way.
It's the 4, 5, 6.
The higher the pips are valued on that one.
Now, unless it's backwards, because if you flip over that Treasure Hunters Guild, it shows you the auction house on the other side. Okay, that also has 1, 2, 3. So they made a printing error in the book. Well, not really an error, I guess. It's just they used an old copy of it where it said 4, 5, 6, but they work the same. It's 4, 5, 6 is higher than 1, 2, 3. So the winner of that, meaning they have the most dice on there with the highest number of pips, they will get to pull 3 of these things above the Treasure Hunters Guilds. Now, what's on there are secret missions that the Treasure Hunters Guild gives out. There is a book here that we will analyze and give. Well, the map isn't quite one. That's just a special location. But a lot of them are going to give you goals to go for in the game. Yeah, stuff like that gives you extra things. We could do that. Yeah, so gather the excavators. You get an extra point for every shovel guy you have. Broaden your expertise. 1 point per... What is that? Specialist must be assigned to a map.
I think it's
once per each excavator type specialist.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, of each color.
Of each
so up
color,
to 6
yeah.
points, yeah.
So the ones that we don't have out, but the ones with the shovels.
And then there's the secret map. That is just a location in itself. But yeah, a dual map. Couple of different things. They're all listed here. There's a book that has them all, and we'll be passing that around just to make sure everybody knows exactly what's out or what they can possibly get.
And when you take these, are they public or private?
They are private.
Okay.
Unless they change the rules. In the original one, they were private. So let's see, because you're going to take 3, select 1, pass the remaining 2 to the second place player. They choose 1 between them. So in this one, this is a unique thing for that particular tile. Third place does not get 1, according to this. In a 5-player game, the third place would, but we're not playing 5.
And they don't go to the library.
They do.
Oh,
You always go to the library. You always get
something.
You always get something.
You always get a reroll.
Yeah. Finally, we come across the Illuminati. Now, the way they do the tiles in here, that's A, B, and C. B, there's only those two choices. A, there is no second choice. It has to be the archives. But with C, there's 4 different choices. This is just one of the 4 choices. This one's called the Illuminati. These archaeologists, they're really desperate to find out these secrets. So they've contacted the Illuminati to help them. And so the way that one works, we've already put out the Illuminati tiles. And we'll shuffle them up. I think they've been shuffled. I mean, I don't know. I never played with them. So
I shuffled them.
Oh, you did? Great.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to read this from the book because it's new to me. Players assign dice to the Illuminati based on the previous die assigned there. The first die assigned must be a single die, as it shows at the bottom. It could be any face. That's what the question mark means. Each assignment thereafter must be a previous combination plus 1 additional die. So it says the equal thing, meaning it has to be the same as
the first one.
Yeah, so let's say you played a 5 there at the top. The next person that goes there could play a 5 and something else. Say it was a 2. So the next person after that has to play a 5, 2, and something else. So it just keeps going and going and so on and so on. Only the 2 players with the most dice assigned to the Illuminati receive the ability cards. So chances are the person who put down the first die probably won't get it. Unless it's like towards the end of the game. But everything else moves off to the library.
So do they have to put additional die, or can they play off the one they put on already?
Typically you can play off of them. But let's check. Yeah, they actually have to, because a player cannot have more than 1 set on the Illuminati.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to build off of it.
So you have to match all the dice played before you?
No, you can keep playing the one you start with.
Yeah, you keep on the one you are, but you have to match
if you
the
put a
highest.
5 there, the next time you put a 2, then that counts as your chain, and then I would have to put a 5-2 down. But you can come and put another one. So whoever starts it first
has a little bit of advantage.
has an advantage. Yeah.
The current leader can only add 1 die to their set. But if you're not the current leader, you can add more than that.
Okay.
So you can kind of keep the lead by just adding a single there.
Keep adding a die.
To make the combination harder for people to match. A player adding to an existing set can never add more dice than required to beat the leader, which makes sense. All right, and it resolves by whoever has the most die on there. And so they get these special ability tiles given by the Illuminati. There's 4 kinds. And they're ability cards that can be activated. This is where the 2 black dice come in, which I never knew what they were for. They've been in the bag, but this is what they're for. Illuminati dice. So there's 4 different kinds in there, but we'll just discover them as they come. So you will draw, let's see, most dice chooses 1 of the 3 special. Oh, they are displayed. They'll be sideways. Yeah, like that. There we go. So we got a little help, which are the 2 people side by side. You gain 2 extra dice. That's what these are for. Use it at the start of your turn. Only 1 player per round can use that effect because they only included 2 dice. And we also have the timely gift. Take an additional turn after the round ends. Use after the round end. Option goes to clockwise, beginning with the start player. It's interesting.
How's that work?
It's almost like you get to roll your dice, put out a die before anybody else does, and then you just get an extra round for yourself.
But what if your dice are already out?
Don't use it. Don't use it at that point. Use it like after the first roll, Everybody puts out their die and be like, okay, I'm using my timely gift, and then you roll again.
Oh, you roll
die,
again before you're out
and
of
then
time.
everybody picks it up and go.
Oh, at the end of that round. I thought it meant at the end of like when we put all the die out. And then
They do say after a round ends, but I think they call them rounds in here. Because you're right, it wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, so it just means after.
I called it a turn, but I guess they call them rounds here. Let's see what they say. It doesn't matter. That's how the game.
Yeah, I mean that's the only way it
questions?
could play. So you're like, I'm gonna do another turn. Now I have no die.
Yeah.
I have no dice to put out.
Because it's the end of the round. Yeah, they call them rounds here as well. Then that doesn't make any sense. Take an additional turn after a round ends.
Is it supposed to mean you could maybe hold on to these two and then do it?
No, because that's a different
Or you
thing.
can't use them both in conjunction.
Multiple people have it. It goes clockwise starting with the start player. But that's it. If you don't use them, they're worth a point apiece at the end. All good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get rolling. So we're going to be playing this over, I'm going to say 5 rounds. Yeah. Cool.
I get the first.
Hey, you are first player. These we'll just put up here. And that thing's going to pass around the table at the end of the round. They call them rounds in here. Yeah, that just doesn't make sense. The timely gift. We're going to play it after a turn. If we're wrong about that, I want to hear about it. Post it up.
I'm trying to put a 1, 2, 3.
And there's a chance that they just typed it wrong or we're missing something.
All right.
Control winner.
Are we going clockwise or counterclockwise?
So here's a fun thing about this is that they actually say for 2 to 3 players you should use a variant, which one of the options is to take out the C building. That'll keep us on more of the same tiles.
Mm-hmm.
Or play with a neutral player. But we picked 2 buildings that only award the top 2 people. So I think it'll still be competitive enough. Yeah. If you disagree, there we go. Who makes Order of the Gilded Compass? That is Gray Fox Games makes Order of the Gilded Compass. Let them know you heard it from my Heart Board Games.
We're going clockwise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and thanks for following. Our sound has been off today. Actually, no, I fix that. That's usually this fixes it. If it works. There we go. Should see our layouts disappear for a second, but that's okay. They'll be back. All right. So where'd you go? 2, 1, 2, 3. Yep, correct. They are half a point at the end. Let's go to the... What's John have over there? We're going to the Illuminati. I want to get to know them. All right. So Joe's going to go first all the way till this round ends.
Yeah, these are rerolls.
Yep, re-rolls.
They're worth half a point, as you said.
Mm-hmm. autocorrect. Mm-hmm. All right, let's turn to university. What'll it be? Ready to go to uni?
Yeah, I'll go here.
Treasure hunters. That's not how commands work, Melissa. Can't put a command in the middle of a sentence. All right, roll it up.
I'm gonna reroll.
Ooh. What are you hoping for?
When does the round end?
When does the round end? When we're all out of dice.
Okay.
Meaning you can just keep going and going. If
I
you
may
have
have
lots
to.
of
I
dice.
just wait till y'all run out.
Yeah. Trying to decide. I think I'm gonna reroll too because I have a 3, 4, 5. I would like a 6, or maybe boost up my archives a little bit. We'll see. I need a 6 though. There it is. Oh, okay. I got 2 of them, but I can't split them up. Think I'll go with the Treasure Hunters Guild. I have a 3, 4, 5. It's out of order right now,
It's a
but
4, 5, 3, 6.
4, 5. Yeah. There we go.
Well, what do I want to do?
Yep. What do you want to do? Might get kicked out. Well, you would be the only person kicking yourself out.
Yeah.
Ouch. All right, I guess I'm going to archives. Oh, it's supposed to. The EM is supposed to say. Oh, I think it's supposed to be me. I don't know. It's supposed to say your name or something like that.
We get. It doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, at least you're pushing Joe down. All right, so we're going to resolve them from left to right as you see on your screen. Let's start with the university. You get first 2. Hey, this is just like our example. Just think about which ones you're going to get in the future, because remember, they're worthless by themselves.
Yeah. Well.
A blue light might come up.
We only the first 2 get out of here.
Now that one you do get a choice. In fact, that may have changed what you did because the first 4 on there will get a choice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll put another die on there. Oh well.
You still can. You could leave the Illuminati.
Oh no, I'll put that last. I'll put that last 2 on there, or the last one on there.
Oh, which one? This
The
one?
one I wanted to place last.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just go in this order, though. That's fine. Go ahead and put it
That's
there.
fine. All right.
You just get one choice.
I
And
get one choice.
all right. Joe. You can take back your die as you do the thing.
Good.
It's just a good practice. Might not happen every time, but we'll try.
I'll take this one.
Your dice. And you get 2.
Yeah, I'll take these 2.
All right, this guy goes away back to class. Now the library, no one's there yet, but that might happen later. It's not. I can tell you that. Go into the archive, starting with me, and take the one that's worth the most points.
I'll take this one.
You take the final two.
I'll take the honor too.
So the Treasure Hunters Guild is going to pay out. I'll take the top 3 places. I'll choose one of them. I'm going to look at this guide. We can go ahead and go to the Illuminati where you have first choice, John.
I'll take this one.
I'll take the same.
Alright.
All right.
Yeah.
So now the compass is going to move over to me. Let's go ahead and replenish it while I read these things.
Does the watch go away or does it stay?
It goes away.
It goes away.
I'm assuming. I'm pretty sure it does.
Well, we'll see.
So we're also specialists. There it is. I'm gonna go for this. There you go, Joe. Just to help you out, it's right here and right here, I think. Yeah.
You get your choice to do this first.
I do because I have the compass.
Yes.
No time like the present, I guess. I'll go ahead and spend that.
I'll take that one. And then
So interesting on those Illuminati tiles, they start of turn. And then they say end of round. I think they just got some wording confused. Hey, Whiskey Nick.
what is it?
Oh, do you only get them for one turn? And not the entire round?
It could be just for... I mean, I don't know how that
How would you
work,
resolve
though.
that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think what they're calling it is a turn is what we've been
Okay.
calling a round, even though they call it a round at the beginning of the book. And then they call it a round for the timer thing, when it should be a turn. They got them backwards. I'm assuming that. And I think I'm right. All right.
Hello.
Here we go. Oh, we have some sort of book out. What does that do?
That's what I was going to ask.
I
Okay.
think you can re-roll one dice twice, maybe?
Or re-roll both black. That's the black die there, right?
Set 2 of your dice to the desired results.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just flat out whatever you want.
There you go.
That's good. Thanks, Illuminati. Alrighty. Where are we going to work today? Well, we got a whole lot of 3s. Guess we can just go to the archives and call it a day. The other option is the Treasure Hunters Guild. Yeah, let's go working over there. Treasure Hunters Guild. I needed this last time, so let's do that. Let's be competitive right at the beginning. This wire.
yeah, well.
There we go. Yeah, I didn't have 6s. I had 3s, so I didn't want to risk it in the archives. Almost didn't want to risk it at the Treasure Hunter Guild not having a 6. Four in a row is pretty good. Need to stay competitive, so I'm gonna go here. It goes up.
No.
No. It just goes into the field. That's just so we can read what it actually does. All right. 2, 3, 4. I'll start the university romp. Do I care about getting first choice at the archives? Not especially. But then again, what else am I going to do with this? Pretty much secured the Treasure Hunters Guild. I can't match what's at the Illuminati. Seems like the university would be a waste. You know what? I could always get a reroll token later. Push it down. I got it. Petty.
What much else for me to do?
Nah.
I needed a 5.
Same boat.
I couldn't go to. I need a 5. Nope, I got a 3 again.
Yeah, so I'm out for the Illuminati thing. I guess that's not happening. That's okay. I had my fun with them. That's hard to do. Didn't realize how difficult that would be
What?
to match the Illuminati over there.
I need a 5 for any
So I'll
of
go
them.
here and kick myself out. John's out of dice. Joe will be out of dice.
That was on a 3.
Nothing you can do, yeah. Fifth choice at the
These
archives.
dice
Doesn't do
are
much.
so light. Every time I tried to move them, I turn them over.
A 3. And I don't have any rerolls. So it looks like we're going to the library. All right, so let's go to university first. And John gets first 2 choices. We can go ahead and grab these. I'll take 2. All right, good. Prepared for the future.
Wow, are these just awesome?
They can be. There's some 3s in there.
Well, there's just
Can you spend?
these are a set.
That's the abandoned dig site. That is the wild one.
But you have to have the same color.
They do have to be the matching color still. But at least they'll have value. So in the prequel to this, it was men had to be paired up with women. They got rid of that.
Now it's cartographers and excavators.
Yeah. I think they got some sexist remarks for that. All right, you're doing the thing that I said you might not want to do.
Yeah, I am.
Too many specialists.
I am doing that thing.
All right. I'll take whatever's left after Joe.
What is it? Is this like a white one or something?
Yeah.
I guess that can come out.
Just hasn't come out.
Yeah, that was a.
He's already got white and blue over there. He doesn't want any more of that. All right. Library's been taken care of, so now we move on to the archives, starting with blue and their 3 6s. The wild. Now over to me, I think. Yeah. The Temple of Power, followed by green, then blue. Treasure Hunters Guild, that'll be me, so pass me 3 off the top, please.
I'm going to go ahead and do.
Go ahead and do that.
As well.
And also, let's refresh everything. Pass me the dice, please. And you have the choice of using your...
Yeah, I'm going to use one out.
If you want to use those. Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, I would.
Oh, I think we were supposed to probably prep this, because there's some of these in here that we're not playing with the modules for.
We'll just discard them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm wondering if they actually say that. Well, if they don't say it, we're going to house rule it. Because if we're not playing with the module, then...
No, you guys get to see these before you decide. Just don't look at the board.
Oh, right. Now I'm just...
Flip them over.
I don't know what some of these are. Now, this is the same problem the original game had. Was with that particular treasure, whatever, you had to look up everything. Yeah, I'll take that. So I'm leaving this one in. We don't have the thing, but it is worth a point in itself. So as long as it has value, we'll leave it in. But there's a clear winner between those two. Alrighty. Flip those maps house. So we postponed brass for a couple of reasons. One of them was you were in Tennessee.
Yes.
What was it called again? Game Days?
Tennessee Game Days.
Tennessee Game Days. Was that west or east?
Nashville, so right in the center.
Right in the center. Okay. So the ramp.
Highly recommended for anyone who can has the ability to go.
No ramps in Tennessee. Tennessee Game Days. That wasn't your first year then, was it?
No, I had gone once before.
I always wonder how cons are discovered. I guess just word of mouth or...
There's a site on the internet called Casual Board Game Revolution, I think. And they have an entire spreadsheet of
places to go.
Yeah, potential cons.
Working on a thesis, or else he would have been there. Hour north of Nashville. It's not much north of Nashville, though, right? Kentucky? It's a pretty thin state.
I don't know. What do you guys have? You guys... Well, then.
I am working with... Oh, he's working with bigger guns than I am.
Yeah.
We're on the Kentucky border. Kentucky. Aha. I don't like what has occurred here. But, with that in mind, I'll go ahead and make a home over there at the Treasure Hunters Guild. We're on a military base that spans both states. Fort Campbell, Kentucky. We're on the Tennessee side, so where do you claim origins, I guess? Kentucky.
Well, they do have a fall event ramp if you were so interested.
They have a what?
They have a fall event sometime in the fall. I don't think they've actually picked a date yet.
It's not gonna get shut down, is it? Never know. Too early to tell. Whoa! Bringing on the ones, the archives. Yeah, we have a convention coming up in less than a month here. We'll be doing some events over there. Still a lot in the air. I know we're doing we may be streaming the Stronghold event. Is that racing game? Bike racing? Flamme Rouge?
Flamme Rouge.
There's going to be a tournament there. And the word is that Bonacor and I will be the guys in the booth talking over the race. It's the current word. And yeah, we'll probably play some games with him too. Where am I going to go? I guess I'm going to start going on the university because I am low on people. Everybody else has people. So we're ready?
Yeah.
Let's roll. We're going to have BJ from Board Game Gumbo over there with us. Talking to Gumbo. We're going to have, I don't know, just some other stuff. It's going to be fun. 2 days. So we're going to be streaming on Saturday morning and Sunday morning.
Oh, I get to go first.
You do. Oh, 6-4. Oh, I could beat the Illuminati over there. Do I feel like it's worth it? No. I will beat Treasure Hunters Guild though. I'll pick my battles. 3 dice for Illuminati or 1 dice to beat Treasure Hunters. Whoa, 3 ones in a row. But you can only place 1 at the university.
I'm going to reroll.
Right here.
There we go.
Cup with the rest of them.
There we go. Much
that's
better.
Good. All right. Worth the half point.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see. Time will tell. All right, so you're out after having the most dice too.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for you.
No.
For that die.
Yeah, no, I just.
Don't even bother throwing in the university.
Well, I mean, I could, but
it's
I mean,
gonna get kicked out.
Yeah, I'll try.
There you go. Gotta try.
I'll try to go to the
Yeah,
university.
I'm gonna kick you out right now. There you
Can't
go.
matriculate.
Nope. And then whatever this is, I'm just gonna go with the archives. Yeah, because I'm not gonna kick myself out. All right, going from left to right, going with the university. So I'm first for once. Oh, her, because I have a temple. And Joe? Rats. I wanted that. Can't have them both, though. Starting to suffer from the same problem. Too many volunteers. Give me 3 from the Treasure Hunters Guild while he's thinking about that.
I don't know which ones to get.
You get 2, right?
Yeah.
Just whatever's left, give it to me.
I'll get these 2.
Thank you. Oh, you handed me a dupe. And we're doing the Treasure Hunters Guild right now, but now it's on to the Illuminati.
Take this. Joe.
I'll take this one.
Let's do the refreshing.
This is our second to last round.
There you go. Obvious winner in there for you. Yeah, the compass goes back to Joe.
Oh.
Oh, if you need this.
Yeah. It's obvious you have the rulebook, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know what these things do.
It is better than the game before it. Game before it was very abstract. These kind of make sense after a little while. Alrighty. So I'm running into a problem here. I don't have the right maps. To verify that
Oh, you don't have the right maps for the people.
for the people, yeah. We're playing at 3 players, so it would be 6 rounds.
Okay. No, so I'll get you a chance to go first once.
Mm-hmm.
Or twice.
Yeah. 5 rounds with 4 to 5 players.
One. Yeah. Okay. Alright, well, let's put that there. Alright.
Get a big round counter. We're on what, round 3?
It's 4.
Oh, 4?
I'm taking my extra dice.
Yes, you are. Consistently have gotten that. Having 2 dice more than everybody else is good. Especially when it's all the time. Wow. All those places are, well, one of them's alright to me, but most of them are garbage. Basically what I'm saying is I have to win the archives this time, I think. Oh, I guess that won't be a problem. I rolled 5 5s. But I can't just dump all of that in there. Oh, and Joe rolled 4 6s, but does he want to do that? And force me to use 5 5s at the archives? I don't even know if he wants the same one, but he might. It is worth a lot. I think he wants to save Atlantis, but those aren't worth very much. I think he'd be happy with that city. He's not even going for it. What do you have over there? 3, 4 4s, huh? So to be safe, I think I'm gonna have to use 4 5s. I think both of you actually just, y'all need the cities, which is not really a priority for me. All right. Oh, we have the gun on board. So what does the gun do for the Illuminati? The gun. The will to win. Place an identical set of dice, creating a tie. Then send one of your opponent's dice they tied set to the library. Ooh. Harsh. Situational, but harsh. So it begins. Just over here. That's right. The man with the gun. What? Oh. I want to take two things. Which two? You only have one spare dude. Oh, wait. Never mind. I think I know what you're thinking. As far as the Treasure Hunters Guild goes.
I'll put a 5 on the Illuminati.
Alright, so I was gonna go play with that. Let's put a 5 on the Treasure Hunters Guild. Oh, these rolls. Oh, these rolls. Oh, these rolls. Do not like these rolls. Treasure Hunters. Ooh, stay in the game. Oof. Well then. Gotta reroll. Oh wait till you go.
I'll go there. Tell me what dark. Put on the Illuminati.
2 on 5-3.
There. One of our lights went out. Rerolling. And it just went out again. I think it's just a loose connection. Again! Come on, go low. Well, this does me no good. Oh well, see you in the library. Good. Bye.
And I have a useless 6.
Useless 6. Wow, library. Yep. All right, from left to right. I'm not even involved in the university. It's fine though, because I'm barely there anyway. I would have liked one of them. Joe's first choice.
Take that one.
Yep. Now, John. Such a slow pull. 2 for Joe, and John gets whatever's left.
Take these 2.
Library, collect them if you got them.
I'll get 2.
Yep. I'll take the Pharaoh's Tomb and whatever's left there. Can't believe I got away with the 1/6 being there. Thought for sure somebody was just gonna put down a pair of anything.
Yeah, shut up. Oh, well.
Did the light make a huge difference? I don't think it did.
I'll take both these.
I've been thinking about redoing the lighting situation here, but it's like, why bother? Because I always have to tone down the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about trying to find where the
All right. Did you get the lost CD
default
that
is.
landed?
Ooh, I always wanted that.
There's your die.
There you go. I get second choice finally. Pass me my die, please. We'll start reloading these. So it'll be around
I think
5.
There's
It's useless.
a tower one.
Okay, yeah, that
The
is
grail
completely useless. The other one was at least worth a point, so it stayed in.
Where's the book? Count the book.
Oh, yeah. Hand him that tile supplement book. Weird being second.
I would say it's weird being first, but it's not.
Go ahead and replace the Illuminati. Oh, wait, no, Illuminati has to be
Yeah,
chosen.
he has to get it.
He's the only one?
Yeah, he's the only one. There.
Yeah, the red and the orange don't.
Yeah. Like, no, I think I got like every color, but
Here you go.
Every color's good.
This passes.
Choose your Illuminati tile.
I'll take a gun. Right. Flip them.
I'm giving my 2 dice.
Yeah, go flip that over. Too far from me. Huh. All right, I begin. It's your last 2 dice round.
It is. I think they've been good to me.
They have. They have. They have. Got a mess going on with some of these discard piles. Basically, if it's not in a pile, it's or if it's spread out, it's discarded, I guess. The discards I'm responsible for are nice and stacked.
All right. Is there penalties for unmatched maps or
No.
specialists?
The specialists are worth nothing.
Mm.
And if this map or that map would be worth the bottom,
One.
that would be
Maybe
nothing.
yeah.
But
Okay.
no penalties. I feel like I should keep spreading my wings here, but let's see what happens. kind of challenging myself doing that. So I'm going to just go to university. I'll have to put a 6 on the archives, but then it'd just be trouble for me. When you play this game at 5 players, library's full of dice.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And it also depends on your modules. Like with the Illuminati and the Treasure Hunters Guild, I bet that library would be very full. Because we're just playing at 3, and we happen to have, I think, the 2 right buildings for that. But there's some buildings that allow a lot more dice on them. Go for. Let's see what you would do. You throw all the 5s on the archives. Wow. Where do I compete? Guess I don't. Honestly, I'd be fine with any of those sites on the archive. So let's go with. Let's do a 4 on it. Two 4s.
I'm gonna reroll.
In the lead. I don't know what you want from there, though. Guess I could change based on the university. I do not like this. I'm gonna have to reroll. Yeah, I don't see any use. It's too early for that roll. I don't like that either. Put me in the Treasure Hunters Guild.
Nah.
Was that your move?
It was my roll. Yes, it was my move.
Okay. Uh-oh, looks like I'm going to the library in the archives unless I could more 4s out, which I don't see that happening. If you go like, yeah. I was gonna say, if you don't pair it up with your other 5s, you're just going to the library. Like I am. So where's your 5 going?
Let's see.
Okay. Yeah, see you in the library. 5 and 2. That's not going to get me anything. I'm going to give you this. Go ahead.
That was a 1.
Was that a 1?
Yeah.
Alright. first at them, those archives. Well, honestly, it's 6. There's no real other place for me to go, so that's where I'm going.
I'm gonna reroll.
You could take first at the archives with that, though. Yeah, probably don't need it, though.
Okay, first up, archives with this.
True. You only need 1. I'll be fine with second. There's 3 things I want there, so I'm okay with any of it.
Actually, this 2 will push.
Alright.
Alright. Yeah. This 2 will push.
Come on!
You got 1 thing! And a 3.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hello, library.
Yeah. I could
Unless you want to reroll.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, not worth half a point for that. Alright, so the university pays out. You're first.
Oh.
Yep. Watch out for the camera.
Oh. Yeah.
And that's the one I wanted as well, but that's okay. I'll take this one, I suppose. And then you get all the rest.
Oh, yeah.
Don't even have to think about it.
Then easy choosing.
Yeah. You get a reroll.
Oh.
All right, archives. This is going to be a reroll as well because I get kicked out for the library. And now we're going to go with me. Well, I guess it's Jungle Ruins for me. Jungle Ruins. Take your dice back. And starting with Joe, Treasure Hunters Guild, once again. So John only has 1 face down Treasure Hunters Guild. I have 4. Joe is going for his 4th. So I'm going for my 5th.
Yeah.
Oh, can we get a replacement off the top?
Let's see. Oh yeah, I ran a gambit. We'll see how well it works.
There's a discard over here. All right. Pass me my Treasure Hunters Guilds, please.
Oh, where are these? Oh, what are you?
Treasure Hunters Guild.
Oh, your dice.
Yeah. Thank you. Round 6, final round. John begins.
No, I don't get my black dice.
I get one of these, right?
All right.
I'll take this one.
All right. Look at all that.
What?
All these things.
Oh,
Oh,
3 points.
3 points, yeah. But also could be pretty good stuff.
Well, I could have used it.
You could
I
have.
could have used it to pull John off, but I didn't really want that competitive for those
You
things.
could have one of these that could like make those worth even more. I don't know. I don't know your life.
I pass that to you.
I know I saw one of them, but you could have had another. I don't know.
I was like, I don't need this. I don't have any of those. And then I collected one that round. I was like, oh yes.
All right, round 6. Let's go. Oh wait. And yeah, that's it. Just these. Well, that's a bunch of garbage. All right. I don't know where all the ones I needed went.
This is harder with 8 dice.
Yeah. Yeah, that turns up the difficulty a little bit. Oh, these do not work for me at all. It's all bad.
Oh, I get to.
Yeah, all these locations that are going to be nothing. Or not, but a point less. Yep, we can't use any of that. So stack them up. What do I want? That's the question. Okay. Let's put a 6 on the archives. Slow build. Wow, look at that span of locations over there.
What?
Your span of locations
Yeah, I do
over
have
there.
some locations.
Yeah. Oh, some doubles though. 2 white, 2 purple.
You
I'm
can
trying to
have.
think what color you're missing. You're missing this tan color. Because that's an abandoned dig site at the end.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even see this one here. That's you got 2 abandoned dig sites. Alright then. Trying to beat me here. Honestly, it's just for the 3 points.
I'm gonna spend one of my rerolls.
Now you don't have to reroll all of them.
Alright,
Could just be some.
that's fine. I think
Looks the same.
I think I got the same stuff.
Night, Whiskey Nick. On the final round here.
Shoot.
This is a white one, right?
That is white, yeah. You can also tell by the symbol next to it.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Right.
One in the Treasure Hunters Guild. I gotta be competitive here. Put me in the Treasure Hunter Guild. Gotta compete.
I'm gonna use reroll. There we go.
Well, 3-4 over there. Dose. Alright. Every time I want to go to the Illuminati, someone goes there. Of course, I only have 1 die left, so yeah. I could really solidify that Treasure Hunters Guild, but I don't think that'll be a problem with what's left out here. It's either that or go to the library. I think I'll end up going to the library. Well, I have 2 tokens, so a half token won't do me any good. To the Treasure Hunters Guild. Just didn't need any more people. Didn't even give the people a home that I had. There's still space at the archives. I just figured my 2 at the archives would get beat, which would be a library.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if you need it or not.
I take it those, but they're worth 0.
True.
And I don't.
I mean,
know
you could have something that makes them not worth
Oh,
those.
no, I don't have that.
You still need a blue, unless you have another purple.
I'm not gonna get those.
Yeah, true.
I think I'm gonna get one of these 2.
You're right.
And I already need a green person for this one.
Gotcha.
So why do I need an extra thing? So I just get a point.
There you go. Oh, okay.
We can reroll one of them too.
We only need one more for a point.
Oh.
That could be your assignment, and then you reroll.
Well, then I'll just have a half of one again.
No,
Oh, you mean
no,
reroll?
yeah.
Oh, do this.
Yeah,
Okay.
reroll.
Me by
Because you
myself.
did your assignment.
Okay.
Well, that's not good.
Is that a tie? No, I have to put 2 down, right?
You have to put at least one more, yeah. Oh, you're talking about Treasure Hunters Guild. Yeah.
No, the Illuminati would be.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have to put 2 down next.
Got to beat the Illuminati, yeah.
I can
Yeah.
re-roll it, and if there's nothing there's nothing I'm really going for. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing.
Yeah, just let it go. Let it go, man. We'll go to the archives and get a location anyway. Because the half point won't do you any good anyway. Unless you have something that makes those work
Yeah,
more.
I mean, I just go ahead and I'll pick up what's there.
So we reached the end of the game. That's 6 rounds at 3 players. And now we're going to go through here and count up points. And we're just going to go... Oh, wait. First we got to do this.
Yes.
So let's do that. Go for it. I'm not really involved much in that. So I skipped right over it. Is this one?
Take that one.
You take those 2. Take your reroll token as well. And I'll take the Lost City of Atlanta because it's just worth the most.
Cool. What do you have, Joe? Just mean to you for no reason. Yeah, I guess so.
I guess in hindsight, you could set those 2.
I think a point worth.
Well, I could send someone.
Right.
I mean, there wasn't. I mean, the only thing I would do is I didn't want to knock myself off. I would have gotten a first pick, which might have helped me a little bit, but
Yeah.
so take that one.
All right, hand me 3 of the Treasure Hunters Guilds. And you take a reroll token, actually, because for your 5 there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. They are here.
Oh, boy. It's just all around bad. Who else got this?
Joe.
Joy. It's not great.
Oh.
It's not great.
Yeah, actually, what helps me?
Oh, it does?
Actually, do you get a reroll too?
Yeah,
Oh,
No, sorry.
No.
it must be complete.
Your
score.
dice are.
I'm all good.
Can I move? Can I move people off the ones I've already assigned them to?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You can rearrange this.
Yeah. So then.
And Illuminati goes to John. And that is the end for that purpose, but now we're doing the scoring.
That goes back.
And there's all sorts of secret scoring in this particular one because we chose the Treasure Hunters Guild. If we had been playing...
Yep.
Actually, the other side also had secrets, but less, I guess.
There we go. I had a secret map.
So you could go ahead and score your own area if you want. can get complicated after a little while. I'm going to pull out my phone and keep the log of these scores. So we started late today because Melissa had a flat tire. And for those that don't know, she works very far from home. So I had to go help her out there. And pushed us right into the edge of the 7. So if I sound more exhausted than normal. Order of the Gilded Compass. Here we go. We've got John. We have Joe. There's so much to keep up with this.
It is. Well, you know, if you guys didn't get too many whatchamadoodles,
You're all right.
it'll be a lot easier.
The whatchamadoodles are killing it. Here we go. Okay. I'll forget that for a second. Where's the book? I have the book. Just to try to remember what some of these things do, because some of them look alike. So I have whatchamadoodles. I have 6, so this thing's worth 7. So I take away this, and that's 20 there. Okay, so I have left to score is these 4 things up top. This scores nothing. I just had it. This thing, unite the specialists. Receives 1 gold for this tile and 1 gold for each of the cartographers and excavators that have 2 specialists assigned to it, which is just 1. Specialist assigned to a secret tile count. Okay, so I have 2. That's worth 3 points. And 4 points. This is also worthless, so I'm just going to throw it down there. Hire the right hunters. 1 gold for every ancient map tile that has at least 1 specialist, but in this case, the special things do not count. So it's just 1, 2, 3. So it's 3, 4, and this was 5, 6, 7. So much counting. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that's a low score. I scored 47. Next up.
I have 46.
Ooh, close game.
And I had 57.
57. That makes John the winner. And the sound worked on that one.
Thank you, Rand.
57. So, how did you win? What was your strategy?
I got lots of places, and then I figured that I could get people to go to them.
Later. Yeah, get them later.
Or I got people when I could easily, and then I got places when I could easily.
Yeah.
And just hope for the best.
And having 2 extra dice than everybody
Yeah,
else.
and having 2 extra dice every round also. Seemed good. Thank you, Melissa.
Yeah. So, what does everyone think of this little game called Gilded? Order of the Gilded Compass. Thoughts? Question for you guys.
It's probably, it might have been, I don't know if it would have been better without the last space or not. More
Without the last
competitive.
Oh, without the Illuminati?
Yeah, because we didn't really compete a lot of places.
That's true.
Kinda
We were
consider-
using the library more than I thought. We played this game at 2 players without the C location, and and we barely went to the library.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't kick us out enough at 2. But at 3, I was surprised that we went to the library as much as we did. What do you think?
I liked it. There's some strategy. There's some luck.
Yeah.
I think the right amounts of both, and it's fairly easy to pick up on.
Yeah. It's just a matter of learning the modules.
Yeah.
Once you get past that, it's very easy. The things that stay the same every game are these 3 locations. So picking up another game. Hello, Boardroom Gamer. We were just wrapping up a game of Order of the Gilded Compass. It's from Gary Fox Games. Yeah, it's a good little game. It's been sitting on the shelf longer than I'd like to admit, but here we are, playing it now. And yeah, we'll be playing this plenty of times more. The first time Joe played it was at 5 players. And how does it compare?
Well, that one was
too competitive?
no, not really, because because it was you never knew what was going to happen, you know.
Yeah, some people don't like that though. Some people say, "Oh, that's too random."
And so I didn't, because it was you could have you would choose one thing. You're like, I really need this thing,
right?
And then my second thing is this, and so I'm going to work on this, and then you would kind of, you know. It's funny because you can lure people to do, and they're like, "Oh, I want to do that," you know, and so then they would try to knock you off that thing, and meanwhile you're just getting them to use the dice, and so
right.
You're secretly like, I just need these 2 people over here,
because dumping too much in their archives or something like that is just
well, they had that tower thing where you could put your
the treasure tower.
It worked like this, where if you got to the top,
it's on the back of the Illuminati.
Yeah, so
no, that's not it.
That's the second galleon.
But it kind of works the same as the treasure.
But anyway,
tower,
it was just you had to have a certain dice to put it on the track, but you could get knocked off before on the turn you put it on there. You could be off the top of it by the end of it. So
yeah, I kind of missed that treasure tower, but I wanted to play with different things.
These are neat, but there was a time I could use. You know, these are so situational. You know. So you kept those just for the points, or did you have something special for that? No, I just kept them for the points, because there was a time I could use this here and knock y'all off, but it was just I could have put my 2 die down, and I only had a couple of die, and y'all had more die than I did, so you probably would have matched it and then put more down again the next time. Back. And so it would have just been a loss of a point, and I wasn't really sure if I needed those things. Because I was like, if I end up with the ones with the 0. Well, we're going to move on. We're going to take this party over to another channel like we do. We raid here. And today I think we're going to raid for old time's sake. Twist Gaming. It's been a while since we've been over there. Those are some folks we met them in person at Dice Tower Con last year. And it was a busy con for us. We meant to do some streaming with them. Just never happened, but maybe in the future. That's for sure. But what are we doing in the future? Let's talk about that. So actually we have Western Legends next week. Are we going down for that?
Sure.
What do you think? Are you out?
Yeah, I think I'll be out.
Okay. So we'll plan for something next time. There's a rule number 3. That's from Twist Gaming. Special shout out to the Patreon Hardy Party. And yeah, we'll make some plans for Monday. We'll get back to you on that. But Wednesday, be back here because we do digital gaming with you if you want to join us. We've been playing on Tabletop Simulator lately. We also play on Board Game Arena, which everyone's free to. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going back to that. It's really simple. Board Game, Tabletop Simulator is a lot of manual stuff. That's, you know, I like it all moving for me. So that's just my personal preference. But anyways, we're going to head over to Twist Gaming. So until next time, the box is closed. Good night, everybody.